Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is your girl Black Onyx tuning in from Tucson, Arizona. Good evening, good evening, good evening. You guys, we have to stop this fear mongering. We have to stop not wanting to step outside the box. You have kids who go to college, who have college degrees, but the fear keeps them from progressing. We got to understand that there is no nobility in poverty. We have people who are out of work, unemployment, exhausted, nowhere to go. We're going to talk about that tonight because there is a program, and you must look in your city or your community to find this program. It's actually called the SEA, the Self Employment Assistance. For those of you who have run out of unemployment and don't have it, and you want to start a business or go to some type of training, there is a self-employment assistance that you can apply for and still receive up to $2,000 a month. I'm going to link it down in the link inside of this below so you can check it out, and you can hit the other link to see if your state have that program. And these are for the people who are not skilled and not skilled in any trade. I mean, you might be working a construction job and that's all you know is construction. You can actually reset your skills, still get your unemployment rolling, 2000 up to $2,000 a month, and be in this training program that actually get you trained to do another job. And it's actually through the Department of Labor. So I'm gonna put a link below so you can check that out. And that is a good program. And you know, sometimes we lose money, we lose income when we get fearful. There are also different assistance. I mean, you have the Cooperative Investment Commission. They're actually doing the rental assistance here in Tucson, Arizona. If you live in Tucson, the CIC is actually still paying rental assistance for your rent, your lights. If you have that you can have going on. If you need immediate assistance for your electricity, the DES is actually have a EARP program that you can actually go and get that assistance for the ERP program. Okay, for you guys who are just coming out of college, I know student loan is bearing on you. Biden hasn't done anything with this student loan progress as of yet, but I have news. I have some news that can help some people, but if you're fearful, this is not for you. It's a program that's actually called MakeMyMove.com. It is actually working remotely in a different city. These cities, different cities, they pay up to $10,000 for you to relocate to their city and work remotely in their city as a resident. And if you go to MakeMyMove.com, you can actually find these different cities and you can look through it and see if a city that you would like. Again, if you're the type to be fearful, if you're the type that's scared of change, this is not for you. These are for engineers, contractors, medical professionals, anything like that, dealing with architecture, building bridges. They have so many different programs on MakeMyMove.com that you can actually go and put in an application and apply for them to give you this $10,000 relocation grant where you can go and relocate to another city of your choice if you're chosen with their $10,000 that they're giving you to relocate to the state. You will be working remotely. And this is one thing that we always got to understand, you know, it was a pandemic, things have changed, jobs have changed, statuses have changed. But what we got to understand, our degree haven't changed, our mindset hasn't changed. But if we put fear in the front of our mindset and our degree, it's not going to work. There is no nobility in poverty. There is nothing noble about being in poverty. We got to understand that we got to keep our mind positive and have positive changes in our life. In order for everything to work out for the good, you got to keep your subconscious mind positive. That grain salt of negativity will destroy everything that you work so hard to be positive about. So I suggest that you guys look forward, check out makemymove.com. It's several cities on there that actually have great opportunities for the college students who just graduated college. There are great opportunities for the engineers, carpentry, any type of skill training that you have that you can work remotely. They have a lot of remote work, but at the same time, $10,000 will relocate you. That you can set yourself up and go to work. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. $10,000 could do wonders. To move to a new city, start a new life, see something different. And a lot of times people live so much inside of a box that when they step outside this box and they see something different, it scares them back inside the box. We got to learn to step outside the box. Don't let fear stop you from being successful. Let me tell you what I did. I moved from South Carolina on $900 clear cross country. Ain't had a clue where I was going to stay, but in my mind, I was going to succeed because I was not fearful. Because I've always had good jobs all my life. I was never fearful of not finding a job. That was not a fear of mine because I knew I had the ability, I had the skill, I had the speaking tone to obtain employment. And when I got employment, I had that drive to motivate others to succeed and make a company drive forward because that's what I do when I go to another company. I instill into the people around me motivation. Let's get it. Let's get it done. So you can't be fearful. If you are a fearmonger, it's not for you. It's not for you. Don't allow fear to stop you from progressing. And this is a lot of time for men. Men have a tendency of being fearful. You have a family. You fear, you know you got to take care of this family. And when you're losing your income, it put that state of fear in your heart like you so less than a man because you don't have the income anymore. But if you remove that fear outside of you, and you can go and move forward with motivation. You speak with determination. And always remember when you go into these jobs and these jobs interview, you got to remember that these bosses, CEO, executive, managers, interviewers, receptionists, whoever you see when you walk through that door, put their pants on just like you do. Respect is earned, not given, never intimidated. You walk through that door with the attitude of, I have this job. I'm not fearful. I'm not fearful of losing anything because I will not lose. I'm going to win. I will be successful. I will have abundance in my life. And a lot of times we get so caught up on everything negative around us. But I want you guys to think about one thing. When you see a lot of negativity around you, you got to remember that your energy is low. And when your energy is low, that's the time for the devil to attack your life. When your energy is low. And when you see certain patterns, this happened today, that happened tomorrow, the lights off, oh, the rent due, oh, my car payment due, the car insurance due. Never look at it like it's a bill. She said, oh, well, it's due, oh, well. Because if you focus on all the negative that keep happening, you're going to lower your vibrations. And guess what? You're going to find yourself so negative till that negativity, that energy is going to be so low till you're going to feel defeated. But if you put motivation into yourself and tell yourself, I'm going to succeed, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be great. And guess what? These bills are going to get paid one way or the other. And guess what? When you notice every little event is going to suddenly start this paid, that paid, this paid, that paid. You don't even gonna know where the money coming from. Because guess what? You're lifting your vibrations by being positive about everything. Just being positive about everything. Because the minute you put negativity into your mind, you destroy what you're trying to build. And let's remember, fear is not an option. Fear is in the backside. We don't believe in fear. Let's drive forward. Let's motivate each other. You guys, if you're unemployed and your unemployment has run out and you cannot find work or employment, I need you to go to the link below to see if you have a employment program in your area that will still pay you your unemployment while they train you in another job. You will still get your compensation up to $2,000 and get trained in another field. Either it's truck driving, you can go to truck driving school, you can take a technical degree or whatever you want to do while you gain this employment, you're still getting your unemployment. So check out the SEA, it's called Self-Employment Assistance. And I'm going to link the link down below so you guys can see it. For those of you who are struggling, can't find work, this link will kind of help you save you, give you a little educational background. If you didn't finish high school, it help you complete that. You want to go to a technical training, nursing, whatever training, truck driving school, you want to go do that. You want to do anything technical, engineering, computers, whatever you want to do. That program will train you in new and better skills that you can put on your resume to gain more traction in your jobs. I want everybody to be successful. I want everybody to be great. And I do not want no one to go around in fear, because fear should be the last thing we should be thinking about, or even on our mind at this point. And let's remember, don't let your environment change you. You change it. If you see your environment around you as negative environment, you change that environment to a positive immediately. Your environment should not make you, you should make it. And all of those older people that's so scared of getting out of the box or leaving where they at to find something different. You got people stuck in these small towns like I was from. And I promise you, these small towns is good only for a period of time, but you must travel and venture out to bring more income and succeed. It's hard when you live in a small town. The small towns don't pay as well. Then you struggle more in our small town because the job is not plentiful in small towns. But don't be fearful of going to a major city to better yourself for your life. Tell yourself that you're going to be determined, you're going to make it, put up in your mind you're going to make it, pre-plan your dates, and go. You don't have to tell nobody you're leaving. They'll know the day you leave. That's from the day my parents knew the day I left. The night I left, I packed my truck, everything in it, and I left. Didn't tell nobody nothing till the day up. Okay? So sometimes you just gotta venture out because you don't want to have a negative ear to try to hold you where you at. Because if you're not successful in that small town, $7.25 minimum wage in Georgetown, South Carolina is nothing. The rental price in Georgetown, South Carolina is over $900, right at $1,100. But the minimum wage in Georgetown, South Carolina is $7.25. Imagine making $7.25 on a weekly salary. 300 and some dollars a week after taxes. You're lucky if you get 200 and some change. By the time you add up 4 paychecks, that is your rent. What else are you going to pay if you got car note, lights, water, cable, phone, children, school clothes, tablets, school supplies, daycare, God forbid daycare? That's no money. And this is why I say to Senator Lindsey Graham all the time, you talk a good game because you're making 170 some thousand a year off of the back of the South Carolinians. But your people are struggling and you're doing nothing. Guys, if you can and you must, working 3 jobs just to make $15 an hour, that's crazy. That's crazy. And it should not be. No state should have a minimum wage of $7.25. Everything is going up, gas, food, rent, but no utilities, the lights, the rent, daycare, childcare, school fees, school dues, school books, college. How are you going to pay for your child to even go to college, making $7.25 minimum wage in South Carolina? And Georgetown is a poor city with probably 2 or 3 manufacturing companies, which one keeps shutting down every year. How are these people making it? And I keep saying to my people, do not be fearful. Don't be fear of change. Don't fear change. Always embrace change. Because I had to embrace change because I saw myself wasn't making it as a single parent. I saw myself, no, this is not me. I trained myself in the chemical field. I trained myself to make it where I am today, but I didn't have fear to stop me because I was determined. So you got to get that drive and determination that you want to make it. And once you have that drive and determination that you want to make it, and nothing is stopping your brain from telling you to go forward and succeed, then guess what? You have broken that chain. You have opened that box. And guess what? You will venture out to see something different. And when you see something different, the first thing you're going to tell yourself, why didn't I take this leap sooner? So for all my people out there who want to take a leap of faith and scared, I say go. When your mind is telling you to go, jump. Because the only time you're going to know if you're going to make it is if you try. But if you got that fear in you and you never try, you never know if you're going to make it because you're letting fear hold you back from being who you want to be. So just keep in mind, motivate yourself, motivate the others around you to do better, be better, give everybody a positive chance. You know what I'm saying? And I know Black people got this tendency, I don't like this one, and I don't like that one. It don't matter who you like. Feed positivity. If you can't encourage, don't discourage. Because that discouraging word that you can give someone who's already discouraged could be their breaking point. So always encourage everyone around you to be great. And that is my motto. I don't care who you are, what color you are. Anything around me, I'm going to make it positive. Because if not positive, you can't be around me if you're not positive. Because that just means I'm going to push you to do better. I'm going to push you to do great. I'm going to push you to succeed. And guess what? When you look up, you can say thank you. Because you got to believe in yourself for someone else to believe in you. No one should believe in that you could do it if you can't believe that you can do it yourself. So guess what? Guys, get it together. Motivate one another. Make each other stronger. Stop criticizing. The criticizing is not necessary. Everybody's not going to like your agenda or your idea. That don't mean it's wrong. That just means it's not likable by others. It's likable by you. Agree to disagree. That's what it is, and keep it moving. This is your girl, Black Onyx, tuning in for Tucson, Arizona. You guys have a good one and come back and see me.